Every week, clients send in reflections as they're moving through their journey from disordered eating to a great relationship with food. And part of what they write in are the lessons that they're learning that are supporting their journey and the reasons why they're progressing. These are actual lessons that people have learned, not because they have been taught them, but because they are learning them as true for them and helpful for them on their journey. And these are all people that have come really struggling with binge eating, thinking about food all the time, intense cravings, all the usual things. Let's start with right at the beginning of the journey. We'll pick some from there because we kind of do it in stages, the journey. So, lesson: eat regularly. This may require eating when others don't. It's like initial lessons. Listen to hunger and satiety cues while eating. Be aware of them. I can eat later whenever I'm hungry. There's no need to overeat right now. The positives that this person had in the first week: I'm checking in much more regularly with my body and its needs. I'm feeling free to enjoy all kinds of foods. That's a big deal. Haven't actually read this one yet. I'm starting to break the idea that I'm only allowed to eat in certain moments or contexts. I'm starting to change the place from where I make decisions about food, moving towards self-care. You see, I told you about that. Works. This is a huge one, she's put in brackets. Reducing the number of times I feel uncomfortably full. So here, if I would see someone write this in as a positive, I would be looking at it with them in terms of, well, are we celebrating the fact that you've reduced the number of times that you feel uncomfortably full? Or are we looking at, has that come naturally to you or not? And if it's come naturally to you, then we're celebrating and praising the things that have allowed that to start coming more naturally to you. We wouldn't be celebrating, oh, I haven't been uncomfortably full, because that would be reinforcing rule-like thinking, which takes us away from where it is that we're trying to go. Looking up recipes to make delicious meals with fish, thinking of ways to bring vegetable soups from a 6 or a 7 to at least an 8. Okay, so what she's referring to here is we have, at the initial stages, we're looking at how we can marry nutrition with satisfaction and start to move into that grey area. So not the black and white, I'm either eating super healthy and I'm on a diet and I'm losing weight, or I'm off the rails and eating whatever I want. We start to look at, in the context of a healthy relationship with food, what does that grey area start to look at? And we're literally just in the initial stages of that. So she's referencing, how can I make a vegetable soup more delicious, basically, when she says that, and she's wondering about that. We have a period halfway through working with the client on their journey where it's literally just there for them to pause and to consider all that they've learned and developed up till that point, and the skills that they have built, the understanding that they've built, so that they can refresh on it and feel really confident with it before then moving into the second half. Because, as I say, there's no rules here, so it's all understanding and skill building. So these are some reflections from that time, which I haven't read yet because these have all come through in the last couple of days. During this grounding time, I took the time to go through the previous activities and mini skills. I connected even more with myself when it comes to my identity and my hunger and my satiety, allowing myself to have more food if I wanted to, owning my choice and being okay with them. Which is, it's a big deal in the context of what's in the context. I practiced and continue to practice confidence, along with fulfilling my needs and my wants. I try to add a little bit every day, from going out if I don't feel 100% good about myself, to voicing my opinions and needs in different scenarios. This is someone, let me just check. This is someone who, she may see this, who really was struggling with assertiveness. And it was one of the main contributing factors with her negative body image. It's like, well, I don't feel confident, I'm not able to take care of myself and tend to my needs and voice those, but do you know what I can do? I can lose weight, I can have a certain body, and that kind of filled that gap for her. Not in a fulfilling way, but it did. So this is really huge, and if you're watching this, you know who you are. Well done. I'll be speaking with you later. I continue to challenge my limiting beliefs, and I try to practice more self-love and self-care in ways that are more acceptable. I overall feel so much more in tune with my body and relaxed. I try not to judge my body and instead focus on what makes me feel good about myself. Again, coming from someone who desperately thought the only way that she could be happy was in a different body. And these are all lessons that she's put down. So these are things that she's learned that she doesn't want to forget. But what she's experienced is, over the past week, I overall feel so much better about my relationship with food. I don't try to control what I eat. I have a much more relaxed approach when it comes to meal times. Food is not a constant thought, and I like taking care of my body with nourishing food. Instead of controlling my calories and experiencing guilt, I allow myself to have everything that I want, and I understand when there are specific emotions behind a craving. I also have a better body image and found working out makes me feel really good within myself. I now consider it a form of self-care instead of another way of losing weight. I keep practicing assertiveness and confidence every day, which are helping a lot when it comes to my body image. Sorry, it's because I haven't been through these with them yet, so I'm also very proud and very happy for them. So, and that's halfway through, you know, there's still so much more to go, but focusing on actually what's going on underneath all of it, you know, on all that stuff that seems so unrelated, like self-care and self-love and assertiveness, working on all of that and understand how it links to someone's relationship with food, that it works, you know, and I see it day in and day out. It's beautiful. I'm going to stop there because I could do this for hours. But if this was helpful, if you want more of this, lessons and kind of reflections from other women who are going through that journey, and if you want any particular type of content surrounding that, more specific, then just let me know. I've never really shared any of this before. Let me know what would be helpful. You can leave it in the comments. You can do a thumbs up. But it'd be easier if you leave it in the comments. I think that'd be more helpful. And I'll see you in the next one.